All right, much better YouTube. This thing was facing me and holding it this close to my face. I can say it wasn't the most flattering shot. So, what do we have going on in here? What's up with this tote? This tote was $7 or a little bit less at Lowe's. And what is in the tote? That is what. Can you guess? Let's see if we can have some guesses, okay? I'll give you 10 seconds to guess what's in the tote. All right, in fact, let me close one more door. Don't need my neighbors listening in on my YouTube productions. Tubing, yes. So this tubing project has turned out to be a lot more annoying than I realized, partially because my pump has a male outlet and most of the tubing has a male outlet for pumps with a female outlet. So not only is that amazing, you figure you might just, well, okay, why don't you just get a female-female coupler? Well, don't you know that the couplers they have at Lowe's or Home Depot are never the right ones? And if Home Depot had this coupler, I'd be kind of pissed that Lowe's didn't. I could not find a female-female 1.5 coupler. Like one of the simplest parts you would think. Couldn't find it. So I'm going to have to make my own just because I didn't want to go to Home Depot and then they don't have it, blah, blah, blah. It's only a few bucks. So now I need to get some 1.5-inch pipe because I got these female threaded to 1.5-inch smooth bore. So I got 4 of those so we can make 2 female-female couplers because I need to go from the pump to the coupling, which is male-male, then the coupling, the one-way valve, check valve, to the tube. So this is for the sump pump. The sump pump has already arrived and it also had the check valve in it, but I don't need to open that up yet because I'm not crawling under the house because I already took 2 showers today. So we're not doing that today. And I think, what else did I need? I have the bucket, I have the sump pump. I got to finish making my females. So I might have some 1.5-inch floating around the house. If not, they also didn't seem to have those little project pieces. So I guess I'm going to have to get an 8-foot piece. This whole project is just never ending trips to Home Depot. But back to this thing. This is going to be for my interior mobile evaporative homemade cooler or homemade evaporative cooler. The fountain pump that I have, I decided is not going to be good for a sump pump, but will be excellent for this project. So we're going to put the fountain pump in here. We will have some sort of swamp cooler media. I mean, I might start with some towels at first just out of curiosity, but the swamp cooler media helps the airflow. So you put the swamp cooler media here, and then you have a fan on the back side, and the fan pushes the air through the media, and the water drips down from the pump. So I need to buy some tubing. I need to make a little 2x4 frame. I made it a little bigger in here just so that I can put a good amount of water in. So ideally, I can have this turn on at like... That's sort of the tricky part, though, is like if the windows are open, turning it on is sort of pointless. If the windows are closed, it helps, but you don't want to like run it all day. So my 2 biggest projects right now for home cooling are probably a temporary exhaust fan or whole house fan right here that pumps up air into the attic. And then I believe ultimately I will be getting a attic. I need to add some 2 louvers to the attic or some vents because I do get decent wind flow. So I'm sort of missing out on that. But a whole house fan right here, probably going to be a jury rig box fan initially, just because it's easier than having to deal with the wiring and all that and climb. It's kind of hot to climb up in the attic, but I can make that outside of the attic and then just put it there and have an extension cord come down to the floor or down across here behind the stove some terrible way. But yeah, so we're going to work on homemade swamp cooler, homemade whole house fan, homemade sump pump setup, and those are some of my projects currently going on. Of course, we got the solar power project going on. I still need to buy a deep cycle battery for that. I also need to figure out how to utilize that power, and I have to admit, I've really been thinking of trying to power the swamp cooler with the solar panel, because that means all I need to do is fill it with water and I don't have to worry about the electricity for it. So, for example, I can have this thing pointed sort of depending on where I want cool. If I want just my bedroom cool, maybe this way, but I'm actually considering making this room my bedroom for a couple reasons. One, it's quieter, sort of. Those dogs are annoying, but two, it has wall mounted AC. Three, this room is hotter for some reason I haven't quite figured out yet. So I don't know if I would want to cool the living room or cool a bedroom, but at any rate, if it was solar powered and I'd already built it, the cost to me running it is very low. The only problem is the solar power is going to be all the way back there, which means I was thinking like solar powered outlets would be really cool. So if I just had an outlet on the edge of the wall, like right here, then I could just plug into the solar power. I would have that outlet powered from my inverter over there and just like ran some Romex under the house or something. So I don't know. That's getting a little bit crazy. I could run an extension cord through the window. Excuse me. Of course, the problem with that is that then I can't close the window all the way, and well, you know how things go. But I'm excited, at least when I'm home, especially on the weekends. Monday through Friday, I kind of leave the windows with the bars on them open, so it doesn't do too bad. But on the weekends, when I'm just home all the time, and I might actually want to try to cool the whole house. Yeah, so we're going to see how that project goes. We're uploading some videos to my YouTube channel now, mostly relating to my removal of all this nonsense. So that needs to be vacuumed out, but again, I already took a shower today, so we're not diving into dirty stuff. I had an appointment in the morning, and then I purchased some stuff from 99-cent stores, some tape and a couple things. Got these hoses from Lowe's. Saw a man get a little bit agitated that a woman was standing close to him in line, and the woman sort of shared that he should not worry about such things in a polite way. I guess she was polite. But anyways, be nice to your neighbors out there. I'll stop spinning around and rambling. But stay tuned for sump pump videos, homemade evaporative cooler videos, homemade entire house fan videos, and maybe mopping the floor videos. Until next time, stay safe, stay ready, keep prepping.